Hey, happy holidays. I am getting ready to go see my mom. The dog's in the car and everything's packed up. But I thought I'd get on here just for a minute and share something that I think that people don't really talk about a whole lot, but I think it's important. It's the holiday season and everybody's in a festive mood, but not really, not everybody is. Uh, if you're just plain old exhausted and trying to figure out what to do because it's the holiday season, I say just honor yourself, honor where you are, and do what feels good. Do what feels right. It's important to give yourself some grace and space and compassion, whatever that looks like to you. I've got about 5 tips that I want to share with you that might help and might calm the inner Scrooge. But if you're feeling overwhelmed, remember that one of the things you can do is just skip it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Nobody gets to judge you. If they do, so what? The only judgment that matters is yourself. And if you're in that space of giving yourself grace, then forgive yourself for just not feeling up to it and just don't go. Simply say maybe next time and do it with love and love for yourself as well as for the other people that you will eventually be spending time with. Remember that self compassion is a priceless gift. You can give it to yourself anytime you choose, but you have to stop and interrupt the should thoughts and say, what's best for me right now? So tip number two is when you're in that space of wanting to skip it, why not pick up your journal and write it out? Find a quiet place, get a cocktail or an eggnog or a cup of tea, and just write out what's going on. Ask yourself some questions. Why do I feel this way? Who is it that tends to trigger me and why? Talk to yourself and ask gentle questions as if you're talking to a friend, just out of curiosity. You might be surprised what comes up, and you might really be surprised what you learn. The third tip is to hug it out. And I say that with all sincerity because sometimes you just want to hug and you want to hug without judgment. You want someone just to listen, to let you cry, to have that shoulder you can cry on, someone that will hold space for you and simply let you be where you are without judging you for having the feelings that you have. But one of the things that you have to do sometimes is ask. People aren't mind readers. So think about that one friend that you can count on to hold that space for you and ask. It may require you to let go of your ego a little bit and say, I need some help. But sometimes just having that other person being there, not saying anything, not trying to fix anything, not trying to do anything, but just be with you is one of the best remedies for the blues and especially the holiday blues. Um, and think about it, your asking for help gives a gift to the person that's helping you because there really is nothing like being needed. All right, and that brings me to the fourth thing, and that is to make somebody's day. I mean, sometimes when you're feeling bad, if you can just do some small act of kindness, that it gives me goosebumps because it lifts somebody else up. And when you see the expression on that face, it lifts you up as well. And sometimes you just need a little lift. Um, it's it's interesting to think about it because giving is one of the best ways to receive. That's the way I think about it. This time of year, especially if you've lost someone dear and you're thinking about that person, maybe do something in their honor. What would they do? What would make them feel good? Or what was something that they tended to do all the time as their selfless service? Maybe you can adopt that practice as well, even if just for a day. The fifth tip is if you can stand it, just go out anyway. So even if you don't want to go, go, and maybe not go to the event because you know that you're going to be triggered by someone or something there, but go out, go somewhere, go to an exhibit that you've been meaning to go to, or um, grab your neighbor's kids or grab your own kids and go see Santa and sit on Santa's lap yourself. That's sort of out of the box, but why not? Have some fun. Do something that's a little bit crazy, that's a little bit edgy, that's a little bit different from what you think your personality is or what someone else might think your personality is. And see, sometimes just laughing, just changing the mood, just changing the energy lifts you up and gets you out of the bah humbug mood. So those are my tips, my 5 holiday tips. One of the things I like to do is ride around and look at the holiday lights. That was something that we did when I was a child, and so it brings back a lot of good memories. And it's something that you can do with someone or you can do by yourself. The bonus tip, and I think this is one of the most important things, is to take care of your physical body. And we're talking about emotional things or your emotional health, but sometimes being still and being inactive contributes to your feeling not well. So do something physical, dance it out, go dancing, or uh, one of my favorite things is to go to the park on a cold day when no kids are there and swing on the swings, and I like being outdoors though. So that's something that you can do outdoors. But the thing is to take care of your physical body. So exercise, drink plenty of fluids, get a lot of sleep, good sleep, whatever that requires for you. A good pillow, blackout glasses, white noise, melatonin, whatever it is. But you should be getting 6 to 7 hours of sleep minimum a night. And sometimes the holiday time is a good time too. You can never catch up on sleep that you've lost, but it might be time to get some physical rest in the form of sleep. Uh, Take some long walks, go to the gym, dance, as I said, maybe hold off on alcohol, eat really good foods. There's a lot of junk food and really good sugary snacks and greasy snacks around for the holidays, but think about doing really good nutrition, and do those extra things in moderation. Uh, and I think that taking care of your physical body will make you feel better as well. So these tips are just designed to help you out. If you're struggling with something, there's something that you can do. Doesn't require any special time or energy, just a little bit of thought. But if you're struggling, if you're really struggling, don't be afraid to ask for help. There's professional help out there, and there are some people who really, 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 really struggle during the holiday. So if you notice someone struggling, stop. If you're in that cheery mood, you don't have to be intrusive, but simply ask, can I help you with anything? What is going on that you need assistance with? Or do you need any assistance with something? And let them know that you're there and you're available to listen. That's kind of it. Being fully present for your life starts with taking really good care of yourself. And some of these tips are things that you can do to do just that. Be well and happy holidays. Bye.